Hello, welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read tarot intuitively, and today we have another extra special timeless pick a card reading. And today's reading is super special because it's a collaboration between kellynlovetarot and me, where she's going to be looking at what makes you revolutionary, and I'm going to be looking at what makes you stand out from the crowd. And kellynlovetarot, she's an amazing reader. She's very, very talented. She's a very sweet, gentle soul, and her aesthetics are always on point. So definitely do go head over to her channel. I will leave her YouTube handle in the title of this video, and I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below. So definitely do go head over to her channel, go show her lots of love, let her know you came from Tarot Yogi. Really encourage her. I think she's an amazing reader. And having said that, what I'm going to be looking at today is what makes you stand out from the crowd. So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, we have our 𝐻𝐻 tarot. Pile number two, we have Trionfi della Luna tarot. And pile number three, we have our John Bauer tarot. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, these are general readings, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And definitely do go head over to kellynlovetarot's channel, and I will see you guys in your reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the 𝐻𝐻 tarot, this is your reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd. And this is a collaboration between kellynlovetarot and me, where she's going to be looking at what makes you revolutionary. So definitely do go head over to her channel. Definitely check out the collaboration that we did together, and definitely go subscribe to her. Go show her lots of love. Let her know you came from Tarot Yogi, and now we'll jump into the reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd. Number one, we have Four of Wands, we have Seven of Cups, the Tower, Temperance, we have Seven of Wands, we have the Sun card, Six of Cups, Hierophant, and we have King of Pentacles. So what makes you stand out from the crowd? Pile number one is firstly your tenacity and your ability to handle 10 things at once. You're a multitasker and you're a master at that. Even if 10 to 7 things have been thrown at you, you would be able to balance yourself out like a yogi, like a ninja. You would really be able to do that. And I think a lot of people do thirst after you. I was feeling very thirsty while I was shuffling, and a lot of people see you as the end game. A lot of people see you as their one. So you could even very much be in the public eye, or you could be very noticed for what you do. And there's definitely some sort of fanfare around you. I would definitely say that, pile number one. And I think you're very multi-layered. I think you definitely contain multitudes within you, and therefore people don't really understand you at the depth that you truly exist at, and therefore people really like to project what they think you are onto you, or what they would like to see that is repressed within them. So you are sort of like the magic mirror to a lot of people, which is reflecting back to people what they sort of feel is lacking within them. You could very much even be demonized, or you could very much even be condemned because people just don't understand the intensity that you sort of move around your life with. There's definitely some sort of mystery around that. And this does make you stand out from the crowd. It is something people definitely notice. And people also definitely notice that you do sort of have the hand of God on you. So you're very, very protected over here. And I think people, especially from your past, who have really seen you go through things, have really seen you sort of evolve into the person that you are becoming, it really blows their mind, especially because they know sort of where you started and where you are right now, and how a lot of people don't make it. And like I said, at the core of everything, it is your tenacity, it is your resilience, it's your ability to handle multiple things at once and still sort of find your balance no matter how difficult things get for you. It's almost like your back is so flexible, it will bend 360, it won't break, if that makes sense. So this could even be my pile of yoga baddies. This could definitely be my pile of people who practice yoga, or you just have that sort of adaptability and flexibility, even in the kind of interactions you have, the kind of things you do. You don't hold on to things, you don't stay down very, very long. So I think this is also a factor that makes a lot of your opponents very jealous, because even if they feel as if they did something back to you, they really brought you down, they would they would be shocked to see that you don't stay down very, very long and you come back even stronger than before. And you're showing up here as the sun energy and the temperance energy. And those are some very, very powerful cards to get, especially the sun. So you definitely radiate this fire outwards. You radiate this energy outwards that is very magnetic, and it's also very powerful. I think your energy is very, very potent. So you could even manifest things much easily, or you could even have some grand trines in your birth chart, which sort of makes manifestation easy for you. And I think you're just naturally very talented, and it's almost like you are at a higher level just because you have that natural talent. But it's not just a natural talent, it is also something you work towards and you strive towards every day. And I'm getting shown an anime where they're always training. So you definitely have that sort of diligence and meticulousness with your hard work, and it always pays off in a very spectacular and a very grand kind of way. So even if you don't want to stand out from the crowd, pile number one, I don't think you have the choice. And I think this wasn't as fun, especially for a lot of y'all. I feel you're getting more comfortable with it the older you're getting. But I think when you were younger, you felt like the deer in the headlights, and you just sort of wanted to fly under the radar, but it wasn't meant to be for you. You truly are meant to be seen, and there is a deeper reason to that. And I definitely feel that the way you live your life, just the way you go about doing things, that itself is poetry in motion. People love to watch you, especially if you are in the public eye, or even if you're not. I think this is a sign for you to maybe think about it and get into it, and sort of prepare yourself for the future, because I do feel you will be in a place of prominence in your future here as well. And a lot of people might have even told you that they always felt you have a very big destiny, and you might not always be able to see that about yourself, but people definitely recognize that within you. Yeah. And I do feel your angels especially are all around you, because I do feel a very strong angelic energy around you that is protecting you and guiding you, especially if you're going through something very difficult right now, pile number one. And I think where you shine the most is the Hierophant card. I do feel this is my pile of spiritual people. This could be my pile of tarot readers or astrologers, or even if nothing like that, you could just be a public speaker here of some kind, and you need to understand that you have this ability to really channel divinity with your words, or with whatever you create, even if it is some art, even if it is some painting, singing, dancing, whatever it is, even if you rap, there is some transcendence that comes with the work you will be creating. And I think your life purpose in this lifetime very much also has to do with your ability to create and the great amount of work you can produce. This is definitely giving Virgo North Node energy. So the kind of work you create is not just amazing, but you can work hard and you can create more. I do feel at different times in your life, you will be called upon at times to even create different things, and you'll be sort of learning things on the way and applying it to the next big thing you will be doing, if that makes sense. So there's a strong energy of synthesis and synergy with you, and even sort of things coming to you at the right time. So your patience is really, really deadly, I would say, because you understand that in order for you to be King of Pentacles over here, it does take day in and day out to sort of reach that level. And I do feel if you're single in this pile, don't settle for just anything. Don't just settle for any sort of little niceness you get from someone, and don't confuse that with love, especially because you're sort of creating a vacuum energetically. So a true equal will come to you very, very soon. But the test also is to not settle for some garbage, to not just settle for some mediocrity right now, because you are aiming for the stars and you will reach there. And it's really important that you even make necessary sacrifices that are required at your end to really ascend here at a higher level, because that is sort of promised to you. But now is not the time to even mess up even a little of all the hard work you have put in to create this empire for yourself. It does give me that energy over here. So I would say you're really ahead of the rest. You will shine no matter where you go. So really just embody your natural self and understand that, know that you being you is going to be the most impactful thing you can do. So don't even hesitate for a minute over here. I think that is really the message for you, pile number one. And don't stay down because of illusions, especially. Don't stay down because of what people think of you, what people feel. Just have a thick skin. I think that is going to be very rewarding for you in these trying times. So just keep shining, because that's what your life purpose literally is. You're showing up here as the sun energy. And you do have this ability to shine no matter what happens. So don't underestimate that. And if you feel you don't have the energy to go on, you will find the energy. You will be able to tap into reserves that you didn't know were available to you. So just keep an eye out for that. Just be a little open. If there is internal resistance, try to resolve it then and there. Don't try to push it below the surface. I think that's a very important message for you, pile number one. But keep shining. You're clearly doing everything right, pile number one. And I think it's now about maintenance. I think it's really about refining things and maintaining things for you. Yeah. And strategy. I think you are a great strategist, and I think your strategy also comes from spirit. There's definitely a very spiritual vibe in this pile, I feel. And there's a very dreamy, ethereal vibe here as well. So know that you're supposed to tether that ethereal vibe into this dense 3D earth reality. You're supposed to do that. You are the bridge, pile number one. So don't ever forget who you are, really. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number one, we have card number one, the drummer, card number 36, melancholy, and we have ladybug. Good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and a colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So you are the blessing over here. Don't let yourself be down for a very, very long time. If you want to cry, just cry it out, because you do have the melancholy card over here. And try to not romanticize your sadness right now. If you want to romanticize something, romanticize your bright future. So I think there's a real need for you to even subconsciously redirect your energy towards what you truly want and not so much towards the past. And know that you need to march to the beat of your own drum. You need to sort of follow your creative genius that you definitely have, and know that you're led by something higher. And like I said, you are the blessing in other people's lives. So if no one is treating you as such, let them go. Don't be humble about it. And I think just get used to also having strong boundaries, because I think whatever you're doing, it is going to blow up. And I think spirit is also giving you the time to sort of prepare for what will come with it. And I'm not saying anything bad will come, but you need to get used to people looking at you, people talking about you, because you're here to do big things, pile number one. And it's very clear and very evident. And like I said, if you want to romanticize anything, romanticize the future, because you clearly have so much to look forward to. Yeah. So let go of your old labels. I think even you're still holding on to certain old labels, and it's alright. You can let it go. And it's fine, you can miss it, but know that you're only missing it because you don't want to be that anymore. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number once. Again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot, it helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And definitely do go check out kellynlovetarot on her channel, where she's going to be looking at what makes you revolutionary. Definitely do go head over to her channel, go show her lots of love, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the Trionfi della Luna tarot deck, this is your reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd. And this is a collaboration between kellynlovetarot and me, where she's going to be looking at what makes you revolutionary. So definitely do go head over to her channel, go show her lots of love, let her know you came from Tarot Yogi. And having said that, let's jump into the reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd. Okay, pile number two, we have 7 of Cups, we have 8 of Wands, we have 3 of Wands, the Devil, 8 of Pentacles, we have 10 of Cups, Judgment, Tower, and we have Judgment again, because this deck has extra cards and it's really interesting, right? We got Judgment twice, but I really want to start with the fact that we have Eight of Pentacles in the center of the reading. So what really makes you stand out from the crowd, pile number 2, is your sheer hard work. You are a diligent worker. You understand the value of how repetition can lead to a sense of mastery. And I think you beat out competition just by this very fact. So even if you are pitted up against people who are considered to be more talented than you or whatever, which might not even be true, but let's just say you would still beat them out because the sort of discipline you have, I'm getting very Virgo Beyonce-like energy. So you could have prominent Virgo placements in this reading. I really feel that. And that is such a superpower, especially in the 3D earthly realm, because you will just not stop at anything till you really get what you want, and you're not the kind to even maybe settle for something that you know is not for you. In pile number 1, I sort of had to convince them that it's important that they don't settle, but I don't feel I have to say that to you, pile number 2. I think you already know. I think you already know you are the it girl, you are the it boy. So understand that I think right now you are a little confused about everything happening. I don't think you have a clear picture as to how you should proceed. And I think the message for you right now, pile number 2, is to just get back to the basics, simplify your life fundamentally. I do feel this pile particularly really needs some time off. I think you really need to take some time off because, and you need that solitude to again get the sort of direction you feel you are lacking right now, and only you can get that for yourself. And I think once that will be clear, you will take quick action, and I do feel your investments will come back to you 10 times because you do have 3 of Wands over here. So, and we have 8 of Wands. So it's just a matter of you getting exactly what you need to do. And like I said, the clarity will only come once you are in the flow of doing whatever you need to do. So I think you do need to put on your blinders right now and just be like a horse, just going straight for whatever you're trying to achieve over here, because that has a lot of magnitude to it, and the stakes are also high for you, but so are the rewards, pile number 2 right now. And I do feel there may be certain things that are holding you down. I think you're more attractive than you even realize, and I think you're very hard on yourself. So I think there's a real need for you to maybe take things a little gently, to really take things a little easy on yourself and not burn yourself out, and understand that you need to run the long race. It's not about winning the short race for you. So balance out yourself in a way where you're able to be productive constantly, and you're not burning yourself out, because this sort of this sort of repetitive work, it is sort of a prerequisite for you to really gain a sense of mastery over here, which I do feel you are very close to getting, but it's almost like there are certain behavioral patterns, like I said, that is keeping you stuck. And I do think you already understand that your emotional fulfillment will only come from what you have to do and what you have to give people. So I think right now you really have to sort of answer the call. And it's interesting, we have 2 judgment cards, and in the middle we have Tower. So there is a lot of energy over here, and I do feel maybe right now you might be feeling a little extra triggered, and maybe you really need to do some shadow work. And I have a lot of shadow work readings on the channel, so definitely do go look into that. But the more you're able to just balance out your shadow over here, I think that will again help you get a little more grounded with what you're trying to achieve over here. And I think you're getting very overwhelmed. Yes, I think you're getting a little bored, and you're getting a little apathetic, and you're getting a little overwhelmed, and you're not even enjoying the process. And I think there's a real need for you to come back to just enjoying the process and just realizing why you are doing what you are choosing to do in the first place over here. So I think that is a very important message for you, pile number 2. So there's a real need for you to maybe get back to idealizing what you want for yourself, and idealizing things that you have control over, that you know you can improve on. And for a lot of y'all, it could be something as simple as getting a workout regimen that fits you. It could be swimming, it could be yoga. You don't just have to go to the gym. So find out what floats your boat and get into it. Because once you have that sort of a discipline, which you already have, but maybe I think you need to give this more to yourself right now and understand that only when you feel fulfilled can you pour into other things. And I do feel there's a need for you to maybe balance that out right now, because I do feel your energy is a little extreme right now. And like I said, I think most of your problems would come to an end if you're just able to get quiet enough, get still enough, and not stress enough. And just in those natural moments where your vibration is very high, you will be able to, like I said, your angels will just come in and whisper things into your ear that you really need to hear right now. So understand that your life is going through a very big change. I think you are experiencing spiritual awakening here at whatever level that you're experiencing it at. It's going to be different for a lot of y'all, but that spiritual awakening energy is very intense, no matter level that you are at, because we do have two judgment cards. So people keep talking about the phoenix imagery, right? But the phoenix is in a lot of pain when it is in fire. Yes, it is a firebird, but it doesn't mitigate the fact that it is still burning and it is set alight. And understand that it is sort of a sense of purity that is happening, or the alchemical process of calcination, I think. So you're burning up all that you don't no longer need right now, and it can feel very painful, and it can even feel as if you're going crazy and you're not getting anywhere, but you really are. So whatever is sort of falling away right now in your life with the Tower card, don't resist. If people are going, places are going, habits are going, whatever it is, let it all go. And for a lot of you, I do feel it's a sleep cycle as well. So whatever needs to change, just give it up into the fire and sacrifice, and know that you will be getting something truly that is meant for you through all of this process. And like I said, just come back to enjoying what you really like to do for yourself, and really operating from that space and creating from that space. And that's how you will truly be unstoppable. And I do feel that this is what sets you apart from the crowd, is the fact that you have this very intense lore about you, pile number two. You have this very deep and not such a nice past. Maybe things have been really dark for you that you've had to navigate on your own, but you are still here, you are still breathing, you're still fighting. So there is a real recognition of something warrior like within you right now. And I do feel that is what really makes you stand out from the crowd, because to me, the visual I'm getting right now is a very big warrior fighting hundreds of other warriors, but you're sort of like Guts from Berserk with his big sword. So one you versus like 1,000 other soldiers. So understand that you are in the big leagues, and it's not so much a choice, but it's a matter of playing it well for you. And understand that once you're able to just gain a little more self-control, you will really master your realm over here on Earth, and it is going to lead to a lot of stability and a lot of emotional fulfillment for you. It's not just the money, but it is the satisfaction of knowing that you have more than enough in every sense of the word, in every aspect of your life. So this is very powerful. Don't underestimate this, and don't keep yourself stuck right now in illusions. I think that is really the important message. And if you want to grieve it out, that's okay. But get back to what you have to create, because what you have to create is truly priceless over here. I really feel that is the message. And I do feel that this is also something that makes you very, very revolutionary. So definitely do go check out kellynlovetarot on her channel on what makes you revolutionary. I think that would be a very interesting reading for you, and I think it would tie in very seamlessly with this. So definitely let me know if that happens, and definitely do go head over to her channel. But coming back to the reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd is, I think timing is very, very big over here, and it's almost like once the thing clicks for you, once you get what you have to do, you do it fast, and you're given what you need also very fast. And it is the sort of Empress Creatrix energy of just naturally aligning yourself and your frequency to what you really desire. And it just happens very seamlessly. And this does sort of set you apart from other people because there is this magic around you. And even if people don't believe in that, they can definitely sense it, right? Yeah. So you're also a little intimidating to people if they don't tell you that. So I do feel you have a lot of secret admirers who maybe look at you from afar and may not always have the guts to come up to you and talk to you. And I do feel you are a little sassy too. I do feel you're very witty. So you do have people shaking in their boots basically by number two. Yeah. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, by number two we have card number 21 automaton, and we have owl magic, and owl reads, choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let past go and make room for a better life. Rise up, magic and wisdom are your birthright. And have I not just been going on and on about how you need to let go of the disillusionment and how you don't need that to keep you stuck, and if you need to grieve, you need to grieve. And lately, I see owls every night, and even if I don't go out at night, I can hear the owls from my window. So understand that you are very psychic. Pile number two, you have a gift, and you're supposed to share your gift, and you're supposed to even use your gift. So I'm not saying everyone is a tarot reader here, but I do feel a lot of tarot readers are in this pile, and this is a real sign for you to wake up and take the charge and take the lead in your hands because you can do this. That would be a very specific message for someone. But even if you're not a tarot reader, even if you're working in the corporate, understand that your guides are working very closely with you. Your spirit animals are very, very close to you. They're guarding you, they're protecting you. So even if you have a lot of hate, it's almost like people's true colors are being illuminated to you right now. So don't underestimate that. And I see owl also as the symbolism for death. So either a part of you is dying or something around you is dying, and there's a real need of acceptance and letting go of that and knowing that there will be something reborn in its place. So let go of resistance right now, let go of any sort of unconscious patterns that you need to let go of, because I think a lot of things are being illuminated to you. Owls can see late in the night, right? So a lot of things from your own depth and subconscious is coming up for you to again make peace with, so you can truly accelerate on your future journey over here, which you will be reaching heights like you never have before. So you are at a precipice of something very huge, pile number two. So don't underestimate this. You're definitely not going crazy. You have the higher force with you, and operate from that. What would you truly do if you knew you had nothing to worry about? Focus on that instead of wasting your time and energy on things that really don't matter to you. And if you're getting triggered, use that as a catalyst to look deeper within yourself instead of just pushing it down. Understand that there's a reason why certain things you're being reminded of right now. It is helping you purge. So let it out. I think that's a very important message. And if you have nothing or no one to talk to, just write things down. Just write things down, and if you want, you can burn it or delete it. But there's a real need for you to maybe even express what is happening right now. If you can put it in your creative work, nothing like it. But I get it. Not every story has to be sold, right? Pile number two. So just do it for yourself. You deserve it, and you will, like I said, you will be able to get things out in a very creative, artistic sense. So don't underestimate that. That is also a gift you have, and I feel this is what exactly makes you stand out from the crowd, because you're not like most people around you. And there's definitely some starseed energy here as well. So take that how that resonates. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have. For pile number two, again, it's a general reading, so please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below, so you can definitely reach out for a private reading. And definitely do go head over to Kellen Love's tarot channel. Definitely do go show her lots of love. She's going to be covering what makes you revolutionary. So definitely do go head over to the channel, go subscribe to her. Really go encourage her, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number three. If you chose John Bauer Tarot. This is your reading on what makes you stand out from the crowd. And this is a collaboration between kellynlovetarot and me, where she's going to be looking at what makes you revolutionary. So definitely do go head over to her channel. I will link it in the title of this video, and I will leave a link to her reading in the description box below. Definitely do go head over to her channel. Definitely do go show her lots of love. Really encourage her. Let her know you came from Tarot Yogi. And let's jump into the reading now on what makes you stand out from the crowd. Okay, pile number 3, we have Nine of Pentacles, we have Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords, we have Wheel of Fortune, and we have Queen of Pentacles. And we have 3 pages over here. So let's start there. I think what sets you apart from the crowd, pile number 3, is this perpetual novice energy that you carry within yourself, of this everlasting curiosity to know things, to understand things, to learn things. This could be my pile of people who really love reading books, whether it's something witchy books or whether it's politics, whatever it is. You definitely have a very beautiful, intelligent mind, and a very diverse mind. I think you know a lot about a lot of things. And this is what sets you apart from other people, because it's, for example, if you're talking to someone new and they're talking to you about something very niche, you would probably know that. Or you would just divinely, just intuitively know the right thing to say. You're very charming and you're very witty, and you have a way with your words, pile number 3. And what sets you apart from the crowd is your hyper independence. I think a lot of people have maybe tried to tie you down to sort of make you feel less than, because they already saw you as above them somehow. But people have really just shown their real colors to you, and I think you still stand unbothered doing your own thing. Like this Nine of Pentacles card, where she's very elaborately dressed, so you definitely have a vibe about you, you definitely have a style about you. You're definitely your own person. And I would say you're more of a trendsetter over here, because people copy you whether you realize that or not, by number 3. And it's not just that, I think you're very connected to spirit here as well. I think the bird imagery is very, very strong. She's talking to her birds. So, and as someone who has a relationship with birds, I would say that I think your little birdies, they always tell you what's up, and they always give you the intel you need to really get the best outcome for yourself, no matter what kind of situation you are in. So you're definitely very connected to spirit, and there's a lot of avian energy in this reading. A lot of avian energy and a lot of earth sign energy. So you could have any prominent Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements. The reading starts with Nine of Pentacles and it ends with Queen of Pentacles. So there's something very earthy about you. You're very, very grounded. And I think people don't always understand why they gravitate towards you, but it's because they need certain answers and you can ground them. I think you really are that anchor to a lot of people. And despite you being this anchor to a lot of people, you, like I said, you still maintain this hyper independence about you, where you don't really need anyone and people can tell. So this also makes you highly, highly sought after, and people do pine after you. Pile number 3. There is some simp energy over here. I definitely feel that. And we do have Four of Pentacles. So I think I'm hearing material girl. So I think experience has made you rich. I think you just know now what to do. You know when to conserve things for yourself. You know when to spend. You're very good with your finances, and it's not just money. It's every sort of earthly matter. You're at the top of your game over here, and you just know the right thing to do, the right thing to say, and you do it so effortlessly, and you really have a lot of people in awe. So you're inspiring more people than you know. And what really makes you stand out from the crowd is you're always looking towards the future. Like I said, there's a very strong spirit energy in this reading. I definitely feel your guides around you. So, and definitely do check out the reading that kellynlovetarot is doing on what makes you revolutionary, because I'm sure she will touch on this. But like I said, you are very infused with spirit, and you have one feet. It's like you have one feet on earth and you have the other feet in the spiritual realm. So you're straddling both of them in a very balanced way, in a way that, like I said, comes off as very effortless, but it is a lot of effort at your end. And you definitely have a lot of suitors. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely see a lot of people have their eyes on you, and I think you're kind of over it though. Pile number 3, I think you're really over just continuing the same sort of patterns that you have learned to break recently, and you're waiting for the one, and I think you're doing the right thing, and I don't feel you should be settling right now anywhere. Definitely keep up your guard. I don't think people always have the best interest in their heart when it comes to you. We do have 9 of Wands in this reading, and you're very good with your boundaries, and it's kind of the opposite of 12th house energy. It's sort of the 6th house energy where I know who I am, I know who you are, and we are not the same, and there's a boundary between us. So even if you're not like that, I think that's what you need to embody. Even if you have a lot of 12th house Piscean placements, you need to sort of be in the opposite energy to sort of balance out yourself. And I think the more boundaries you have, I think the more you pour into yourself right now, the better your reward and your harvest is going to be. And that's a promise over here. And what sets you apart from the crowd is you really take joy in what you do. And I think people can tell it's your passion, it's your drive, it's you still enjoying after so many years. And I think it's not just that. I think you're just falling in love with what you're doing more and more every day. And you are like a silent woodworker. You a lot of y'all could even work at night, but you put in those hours. You put in those hours even despite having a job. For a lot of y'all, I do feel that. So that's amazing. And like I said, you do have this perpetual novice energy, which itself is in a way very, very attractive and very, very advantageous, because you will humble yourself really quick, and you'll be the first one to say that when I finally started to know things, I realized there's so much I don't know. And I think that's where your genius lies. And I think the more you cultivate this, it could really be something that would be a blessing to a lot of other people here as well. And you're just very great with knowledge. And I do feel a lot of y'all are going to be doing something with that in this very lifetime. I think there's a great sense of destiny in your life. We do have Wheel of Fortune over here. So I think you have learned with your very extreme experiences growing up how important it is to keep yourself centered no matter how good or bad things are. And I think this makes you extremely outstanding in any room you walk in, because you know who you are at a deeper level, and that cannot be faced by just anything. And you would be the first one to cut people's illusions or even help them out of their illusions. So, and I do feel it is through your gifts, it is through this very beautiful mind that you have that you're supposed to make money. I think the stability that you're seeking, if you don't already have it, it is because you're supposed to create this doing your own thing. You're not supposed to do something that most people do. So understand that this path is not for the faint of the heart, and if someone can do it, pile number 3, it is you. And I'm sure kellynlovetarot is going to go into a lot of detail on this, on what makes you revolutionary, but I do feel this is also sort of tied into what makes you revolutionary, the fact that you will be forging a path that no one has forged before, and you're going to be doing it through a place of love. So you will be infusing divinity with the mundane, everyday 6th house matters. And that is no small feat. It is some high level stuff that you will be doing in this lifetime. So brace yourself, I would say, and pace yourself as well, because there are some very big shoes for you to fill in. But if someone can do it, it is you, pile number 3. And I'm sure there's a real recognition of this within yourself right now. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Big stuff. And you have so much to look forward to. I think you're almost there. I think you're really at the threshold right now, pile number 3, and it's really beautiful what you will be creating as as divinity walking on earth right now. Wow. Yeah. And it's very interesting, right? I just noticed on this Queen of Pentacles card, she's literally glowing, and she's around people who don't really look like her. And I do feel you have been maybe put into situations, maybe you were even put into certain households where you were supposed to be the black sheep. You were not supposed to be like everyone else. And that was the blessing for them, even if they didn't realize that. So please give yourself that love that people haven't given you pile number 3, especially right now because you are very sensitive. And just before a butterfly is supposed to come out of the cocoon, it is in a very vulnerable state. So deal with yourself with more love and with more kindness. I think there's a real need for you to have a better way of talking to yourself internally. So if you have any negative self-dialogue, that needs to go ASAP. Like that needs to go right away, right now. So just cut that part out of yourself and throw it away, because you really need some nurturance here as well. Understand that as long as you keep operating from this space of love, you will never be harmed. No one can even touch you. Pile number 3. That is a very important message over here. And always do things with your integrity. Don't sell yourself for anything. Nothing is worth it. So really operate out of a place of integrity. That's also a very important message for you. And I feel that will again help you sort of move through these more challenging times. And when you're rooted, like I said, which you are very rooted in yourself, it'll be much easier for you to get through challenging times. I feel that is also the very important message over here. And understand that don't compare yourself to other people ever, because you are special, you are different, and that's not a bad thing. If you have certain skills, you're supposed to maximize on that and understand where you can balance out your weaknesses. So self-awareness for you right now is the key. I really feel that. Pile number 3. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, pile number 3, we have card number 50, Ouroboros, and we have the grizzly bear power. I am indestructible, I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength, I never give up, I will succeed. So, and grizzly bears, they really hibernate during winters, and I am doing this reading in the winters, and grizzly bears in winters, they're hibernating, and a lot of them even give birth during hibernation. So they're very, like I said, they're very connected to the spirit, and you definitely are very connected to spirit over here, pile number 3, and there's a real need for you to ease into that, ease into your intuition, and understand that the foresight you have is correct. And in order to truly step into that future for yourself, there's a real need for you to maybe end certain chapters in your life with this Ouroboros energy. You will be renewed, you will be revitalized, and out of this destruction and chaos, you will be able to create more order for yourself that is truly favorable for you. So if right now you feel called to let go of things, let them go, because if anyone is your best friend right now, pile number 3, it is your own intuition. And let this reading already just be a confirmation for the things you already know. So this is a very transitional phase in your life, so the struggle is not gonna last forever, but even if there is struggle right now, pile number 3, you need to see how there is so much magic and divinity around you here as well. And trust me, you will be looking back at this time as a very magical time in your life where you really felt connected to something higher than yourself, something bigger than yourself. And you will be able to navigate your way even in the darkest of the times. Your intuition is not going to lie. And like I said, your guides, your angels, they're really surrounding you right now for you to make the right choices. So don't undermine yourself right now. And really follow your heart's calling. And if you don't know what your heart really wants, get still enough and it will point you in the direction you need to be in. So there's a real need for you to really trust in the unknown, and you cannot trust something that you haven't really experienced. So understand that you are loved and you are protected, and you are being guided to where you really need to be right now. So move through love right now. I think that's the most important message for you, and I think you will be very successful at whatever you do. It's a general reading, but I do feel that you will be doing something that even a lot of people in your line of work haven't done yet, or you're going to be very revolutionary in whatever you choose to do over here, pile number 3. And definitely do check out kellynlovetarot on her channel, where she's going to be going on a lot of detail on what makes you revolutionary. Yeah. Any other messages? Yeah, that's all I have for pile number 3. Again, it's a general reading, so Please take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So you can definitely reach out for a private reading, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.